Okay, the last thing we have to do on this truck is a water pump. So let's get this belt off of here. I went ahead and took the liberty of getting the fan and shroud out of the way before recording, because it can be a bit of a pain. And, well, that and we probably wouldn't have been able to see much. Alright, let's get that belt out of the way. Get these hoses off of here. There we go. Now, I believe they were running like water or something in this at one point, because the coolant coming out of this thing is like brown toilet water. The bottom of the radiator is full of mud. Pretty good indicator that they haven't been taking care of it. Maybe that's why the water pump failed. Goodness, those are on there tight. Let me get us a better tool. More power. Aw, right into the dirty water, or coolant. Uh-oh, spaghettios. Well, that's just good. Boing! Oop, that one's got coolant behind it. Fancy. Yummy. There we go, got that one out of there. Now, whoops. There you have it. Water pump is off. Alright, come on over here and take a look at this. Yeah, see that broken bolt off in there? That's going to be fun getting it out of there. So, probably going to be some cuss words said. So we're not going to record this part. But once I get that bolt out, we'll get this all cleaned up. I'll bring you back and show you putting it back together. So I like to end my days. It's the end of the day almost. And broken bolts turn 1 hour jobs into 3-4 hour jobs. Fun. Okay, well, we're just gonna call it defeat on that bolt, because we tried. It's the next day. If if you didn't know yet. We tried several different things. Welding, heating, beating, cursing, praying. It didn't come out. Didn't budge. So what happens on those is it's an extra long bolt, which makes them more prone to breaking because you got twisting torque to it, and the bolt has some flex. The steel bolt in a aluminum bracket causes corrosion, galvanic corrosion. It's dissimilar metals. And when they stay in there for a really, really, really long time, they're a pain. So I spoke with a customer this morning. He did not want to spend a bunch more money trying to dig that bolt out, because to dig that bolt out, we're gonna have to take alternator off, AC compressor off, the accessory bracket would have to come off the engine, and then that way we can get down to the rest of the bolt and try and get it out. But the problem with that is that bolt, or the accessory drive bracket, that's one of the bolts that go to it. There's about 5 others, and they're gonna be in the same shape. So it may end up being one of those deals where we try to take the accessory drive bracket off to fix the one bolt, and then we end up having to fix 3 or 4 more bolts. It's not worth it. That bolt holds down, here we are, I'll show you here. Holds this little bracket for this tube. It just prevents this tube that has an O-ring on the end here from kind of pushing out of the water pump when there's pressure behind the cooling system. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a little bit of a tack weld. That way it can't come out. It's not gonna come out. If someone never needs to take the water pump off again or service it for whatever reason, it'll most likely be us anyways. Customer says he doesn't go anywhere else, so it'd be most likely us anyways getting it back. But it'll be in a spot that's easy enough. We can just grind a little tack weld down, pull the tube out, do whatever we got to do, put it back in there. So it's not a big deal. It's not going to cause any long-term effects or any issues with the vehicle. So we're just going to do it to it because, I mean, it's a 1.5 hour water pump job that is getting turned into 4 or 5 hours because of one broken bolt. And that's kind of the thing that happens. Now, I want to hear your opinions. Okay? Nothing we could have done to prevent this bolt from breaking. So it's not like we caused any issue. But what do you think? Should the shop eat it and spend the hours of labor trying to dig that bolt out? Or should the customer pay for that time to pull that bolt out? I have my opinions. I know what I feel like is right. And if the shop caused an issue or caused something to break, 100% the shop should be on the line. But in the case of a broken bolt where we're taking the bolt out, there's really no preventing that bolt from breaking. There's nothing the shop we could have done differently that would have gotten that bolt out. That would, in my opinion, it falls on the customer. Now, if a bolt broke going in, that's 100% on the shop because the bolt was already out. The bolt broke going in, the shop could have absolutely prevented that. So, we're gonna get this put back together, but I want to hear your comments down below. What do you think? Should the shop eat it? Or should the customer pay for that labor to get that bolt out? All right, let's get to it. Let's go get our wire wheel. We can clean up our surface here. Alright, so we're about ready to get the water pump in. I like to do, especially with these little like paper type gaskets, do a thin layer of silicone. It's going to help hold your gasket in place when you sit it down there so you can get it all up on the car. So Let me get this wrapped up. Alright, so we put the thin layer of silicone so you can stick the basically you're just sticking that paper gasket to it. Now, rule of thumb, what I always do is I only do one side. And I prefer the side that is the removable part. One, it's easier to do outside the car and stick it on it, but you don't want to put silicone on this end. Why is that? So if this water pump ever has to come back off, it's usually a little bit easier to clean. You don't have the silicone sticking the gasket to the engine block. So this way, at least in my mind, it comes off a little bit cleaner. So let's get you back down there. Let's get this bolted in and let's get this job done. Alright. Don't forget your new hose clamp for this guy over here. Alright, now on the longer bolts, remember we had coolant come out from those. So, since coolant came out from behind these, we want to make sure that the threads on these are sealed. You don't want this to leak. So, you're going to get your silicone and you're going to put silicone on them threads. Ding! Dinner bell. Now we're missing one more long bolt. If I remember correctly from yesterday, I believe that had ventured off into our poo pond water down here. Nope, that ain't it. Oh, it didn't go into the poo pond water. I stuck my hand in there for no reason. Okay. Let me clean my hand off and then get it out from underneath the truck. Alright. Now we're back in business. Okay, now come on over here. So there's our broken bolt that we tried to get out of there. And that will get you somewhere to live over here. Can you see it right there? Yeah, good. So that doesn't really hold the water pump in or anything like that. It's not mission critical per se. But what that does do is you have this little water outlet pipe for the heater, and it sits down inside the water pump via an O-ring. And that little bolt there holds that guy from being pushed out from pressure. Because if not, the pressure of the cooling system can just go and boop. So, we're going to take some paint off of this. And we're going to give it a little bzz right there. That way it can't come out. And that's what we've decided is best for this truck. It's not the right way by any means. And unless this was the last ditch effort or a desperate situation, I would not recommend doing it. But it's an old northern truck. She got some rust on her. Just not worth the time and effort to pull all that off to try and get that bolt out. We've already tried the weld method several times, more than several times. We've tried heating. Nothing got it. So this is our last move, because if we try and take The accessory drive, which is this whole bracket here, AC compressor, comes around, has an idler on it, has a tensioner on it, has alternator. You got this bolt here, that bolt there. I believe there's a bolt up there. You got 3-4 more bolts on the other side. All those bolts have to come out. And they all are identical to this one, where they go through this aluminum bracket and then into the engine block. And from experience, that tells me we're probably going to break at least 1 or 2 more of those bolts. And then that's another bolt we have to dig out. So this is the route we're going to go with. So let me get that taken care of and on there, and I'll bring you back. All right, now the paint's dried a little bit. So that's what we got. Just a little tack weld. It's going to prevent this guy from coming out. Water pump is all bolted in there, and the rest of it becomes a really tight fit once we get the fan and fan shroud, because those have to go in at the same time, and then put coolant in it and bleed it. So we're gonna wrap up this guy, get it all done, get it taken care of. So if you liked what you saw, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget, comment below. Should that bolt be on the shop, or should that bolt be the responsibility of the customer? Let us know what you think in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be putting out some racing content here soon. Parts are coming in. We're going to get some repair videos on this guy, get it ready, and then you're going to watch us take it out to the track for the first time and see how it does.